Welcome to the Pound for Pound podcast. Today I am with Parker Lifts. We got a good one for you. We got a couple questions for him here. We'll start with the first one. So, Parker, why did you start working out?
Okay. It's low-key a long story.
We're listening.
I've been, into the gym since I was, probably, 7 years old. And that's all I wanted to do. But, the parents are wanting you to do sports and stuff, So I did that most of my life. And then when I was 16, I got bullied all the time for being a skinny, short dude, And then I don't know, I watched some video. I saw some video on TikTok or something or YouTube. And I don't remember who it was, but it just made me want to start working out. And then I also got a girlfriend, and then I felt really small. And then I just started working out at my home gym because my house had a gym. So I would work out in there every morning before school at 6 in the morning when I was 16. And then, I just didn't want to be bullied anymore. Still did.
Yeah. I feel like that's how a lot of people start lifting. That's how I did. You see this one video on Instagram or back when TikTok wasn't a thing. And then you just get motivated because seeing some dude look like someone you've never seen before, that's kind of crazy. And I totally agree with that. So, another question we had for you, for a lot of people, their first couple months to even a year is so unknown. It's forbidden ground. They don't know what they're doing. I want you to share your story on what getting into the gym looked like for you and what was how'd you find out what was correct and incorrect?
Okay, the first month, I worked out at my home gym, but I would watch videos on what workouts to do and how to do them, and I also used a program, Fitbod. So I literally paid for that subscription. I would use that and learn how to do the workouts and everything, and I would study on my own. But then when I went to a commercial gym, probably a year into lifting, it was restarting again because it was all different equipment and everything. And then I just made friends, and I was taught from talking to other people. They taught me.
Taught from your friends.
And I learned not to be scared to talk to gym people because they're always nice. So
yeah, that's definitely the biggest way to learn from other people at the gym. Is the biggest dudes are the scariest, but the nicest people on the planet. And honestly, every big dude I've ever talked to, still friends with to this day.
Yeah, same.
So
the big dudes are always nice.
Yeah. No, I remember when I first started lifting, oh my lord, my first 6 months were just miserable. I'd show up, I'd do some barbell squats, some bench press, some curls, and I'd run on the treadmill, and I thought I was going to get swole off that. I had no idea what I was doing. I would hit upper body, full body, every day, all the time. And I look like shit.
Arnold was my inspiration.
Was your guy?
My original inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I did whatever he did.
Mm-hmm.
Just copied everything.
Okay. You got that old
school. So I never did the full body workouts like most people start out I did his split.
Okay. So you got a little jump on everyone else then, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to look good.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely growing up skinny compared to fat, it's kind of crazy how that transitions.
Yeah.
Because when I hear people who did grow up super skinny, that's a whole different world to me. No idea what that's like. I could knock down 10,000 calories. I see that stuff on YouTube, 10K calorie challenge. I'm like, dude, that's lunch.
There's no way.
There's lunch, bro. That looks so easy. It's the dieting part that's hard. So I never understood that. So it's kind of cool.
Dude, I could eat nothing and be totally fine.
See, I don't understand that. I'm sure a lot of fat people out there who just have a hard time dieting can't even fathom not eating at all. That's crazy to me. Okay, so the next one I wanted to ask is, have you always been consistent in the gym, or has there been some off and on periods?
In the beginning, it was 4 times a week, so I was not very consistent, but I mean, I was consistent with 4 days a week, but there were days when I would skip. You know, I skipped leg days a lot because I didn't even have the leg day equipment at my home gym, so I would hardly ever do leg day. All I had was this this leg extension thing that I would put plates on, and I would do that, and that's all I would do for legs. But
you were the quad man, huh?
I skipped days in the beginning, but I mean now I go 7 days a week, and I have been the past 2 years.
Do you think 7 days is optimal for you?
No.
Why is that?
I think 6 days is probably better.
Okay.
But I mean, my rest day, I don't really do much. I go to the gym, but I just kind of talk to people.
Okay. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Going to the gym and doing more talking than lifting.
Yeah, that's what I do on my rest day.
Just talk.
Yeah, because I don't really need to work out because I need to be optimal.
Just be social.
I'll just do some shoulders and be done.
Okay. I want your opinion. Do you think going to the gym, head down, get your workout in, and leave is more optimal? Or do you think it's a healthy relationship with the gym to go there, talk to people, and make friends while also getting your lift in?
It's honestly both, I think. But, I mean, if you are really trying to be making the most progress, kind of stick to your own and just, listen to your music. I mean, for me, whenever I just work out alone, I work out way better, get a better pump, everything. But you also need to be talking to people or else it gets lonely. And you, don't really have as much fun going to the gym. You don't look forward to it.
Mm-hmm. No, that's how I feel. I feel like making friends wherever you go, whether you work out, you fish, you bowl, whatever your hobby is, you should always be meeting the people who have the same interests because you can always learn. Because, you can go to the gym, heads down, 5-6 days a week, be in there for 45 minutes, have the craziest workout of all time, and just leave. But I think it's better for your brain, and I feel like you do grow more when you go there. You socialize, you have fun, and still put in the work. Because there's some people who just talk, don't put in the work at all, do a couple sets and go home, and just because they got a little bit of a sweat, think they got a good workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like having a healthy relationship with your hobbies or even if it's your dream to be a lifter, you should also have a healthy experience with that. And not just take it so seriously. I know some people, even when they play sports, because lifting is a sport. Some people, it's more generalized now that people are being oh yeah, lifting is a sport. But even with sports, you can't just sit there in the batting cage by yourself all day and expect any progress.
Yeah.
You need to talk to your team. You gotta, you gotta be social.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also just a good thing to have.
And just learning from others. I mean, even to this day, I'm still talking to people and
asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one knows anything. Even the top bodybuilders in the world ask questions because they don't know everything. Nobody knows everything.
And I'm always trying to learn new lifts and everything. Yeah. I'm trying to be the biggest as I can.
I agree with that. We've all gone through a million splits. Some of the craziest combinations we could ever make, or just the bare bones day-to-day split. What has been the favorite split throughout your workout that you've done?
Definitely the split I'm on is my favorite split, but it's I don't know. It's I learned it kind of from Sam Solik, and then I kind of put my own thing on it.
Mm-hmm. What exactly?
Because I've done so many splits. Mm-hmm. Every split there is known to man I've done, but this one has made me grow the most, and it's my favorite. It's just the most fun. I do chest, just a whole chest day, and I mean yesterday we hit chest, but I hit a chest day, and then I'll normally do just some shoulder raises at the end, 3 sets, and then back day, and then rear delts with that. I'll just do rear delt workouts, and then arm day I'll do tricep and bicep, and then my rest day is a little bit of forearms and shoulders. I go decently hard on shoulders, but it's my rest day, so I can't go too crazy.
Yeah.
And then leg day. But I also split up my legs. I do a quad day and a hamstring day.
Okay.
And then calves on both.
Interesting. I like those. I tried it out doing the half and half leg split. I was not a huge fan. I feel like I don't know. Quad day sucked. Quad day was horrendous compared to hamstring day was doable. Like hamstring and glutes, that was doable. You know, squats, hamstring curls, like all the glute exercises, that was easy. But I can't do the quad day. After 2-3 exercises, I'm cooked. Like I'm done. I can't do
But
a
how
whole
do you
day.
do both? I can't do both. It's
Like
too
for
long.
example, my leg day, like to hit everything evenly, I do some sort of heavy squat, whether it's barbell, Smith, hack, or leg press. I do a leg extension, whether it's single leg or the double leg. I do a hamstring curl. I typically don't like doing the double leg hamstring curls. I actually really like the like where you hold the handles and you kick back.
Yeah.
Those ones are probably the best hamstring workout, in my opinion. I do some sort of RDL, and then I do my standard calf raises. And that would be leg day twice a week, in my opinion. Because then I feel like unless you hit 2 quad days, 2 hamstring days, you're only hitting like the main part of your leg once a week. You're hitting quads once a week, hamstrings once a week. And then if you're hitting all regular leg days, you're doing it twice a week. That was my thought process after hearing it, because I'm like, yeah, you hit it harder probably because you're just hitting the one quad and the one hamstring, but it's still once a week. I don't know if you want to get into the science behind that.
Well, I do on leg day. I do on quad day. I'll start off with leg press, and after leg press, I'll do Smith machine. What are they called? You have like your heels up and your feet close together.
The elevated heel squats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go down to like 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So it only does the quads.
Yeah.
And then I'll do leg extension and then calves.
Okay.
And that's my quad day. And then my hamstrings is squats, either barbell or Smith, and then RDL, either barbell or Smith, and then double leg, what's it called? Hamstring curl, and then some calves.
Okay.
That's my leg day.
It's a pretty good leg day. I wanted to start talking about your content specifically. What, for your TikTok, Instagram, and potentially YouTube, what is your, like, what do you see yourself in the future for content?
I mean, I obviously want to get a bigger following because I want to be able to like teach people, you know? Because I mean, I've helped out people. I've helped out friends and stuff, get them into the gym. So I mean, I like helping people out, making them get bigger, you know? Because I mean, I think the gym is the best place in the world. So
I agree.
I think people should go to the gym, and I want to help them out, show them my workouts, give them a little starter kit, you know?
Okay.
Show off the physique sometimes.
Yeah, with mine specifically, like, I feel like it's kind of common for people our age. Like, we just pick a random song, and we just take a 30-second video of us lifting, and then we post it, and then, like, that's easy content to put out. But like, I feel like a way to progress in content, and for anyone trying to push out more content, start getting informational, or start like putting like more personality into it. But that's also the hard part that I think, because sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Like I'll make a video, I'll start talking, and nobody cares. But then I'll post something random to a song, and like it gets a bunch of engagement. So like I was like trying to figure out the transition between like shit posts and like people actually watching you is like such a gray area. And I feel like more people just need to say fuck it and just be themselves. And that's kind of how I want to push my content too, starting off with this podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tried to do the I want to do one of those one time, maybe talking in the video. Giving like I don't know, I like to show my workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
And those videos normally get the most engagement, but I mean, the posing stuff is really easy and it's boring. It gets views, but like, I want people to learn from me, not just like,
hey, cool physique, swipe. Yeah, it's a tough battle because you know I feel like everyone just can throw out just random shit posts,
Yeah.
but I want to move on to the next question here. So I wanted to name drop a little bit. Who out of all social media that you look at, who do you watch and who kind of inspires you for your content?
Okay, my original inspiration was Arnold. That was mainly because of my dad, because he always talked about Arnold. And my dad used to be a gym guy when he was younger, and Arnold was like his inspiration, so it became my inspiration. And then he was my main inspiration for a while until I started watching gym content. And in the beginning, I really liked Alex Eubank and Lex Little. I just liked their content, and I liked Alex Eubank's physique. And then there was also what's what's that one physique guy? The aesthetic dude. I like Ziz, but
Yeah. The aesthetic
the
dude.
Gymshark dude, you know.
David Lade?
Yeah, David Lade. I
Yeah.
really liked David Lade's physique, and I would always try to, you know, do his stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say the past year, it's been like Sam Solik.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's not as like optimal as others, but
Yeah,
I like his training and stuff.
yeah, definitely. Something I could really push me when I first started was the OG Gymshark edits because I was sitting there just fat as hell, probably like 200 plus pounds fat, and I looked at these dudes. I'm like, I can look like that one day, and that made me do my initial. Even before I started lifting, I just saw that stuff randomly on whether it was YouTube or Instagram. I'd see it, and I was sitting there. I was like, I want to be lean, like, because I've never been lean, like, never, but no bicep veins, no abs, no nothing. So that stuff literally made me, even before I started lifting, just diet and eat healthy and dropped from like 210, probably like 30-40%, maybe not 40, but like 30% body fat, dropped down all the way to 170, like that's like skinny fat type of physique. But like that was the first time where I looked at myself, was like, damn, I've actually been motivated by something.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where like the love for the gym came. I literally on this floor right here, we had one pair of 25-pound dumbbells. I'd sit there, do bicep curls, like tricep kickbacks. I'd sit on the ground and do floor press. I'd do body weight squats, and then that was the start of the passion. That was the start that brings everything kind of full circle and just keeps pushing. And this is what I want to do my life. Like literally in this very room, sitting there with a pair of rusty old 25s, wanted nothing more but to just not be fat. That was it. It was kind of mind blowing thinking, looking, this is where we are now. Same room, whole different physique, whole different view on life, different goals, better friends, just better everything. And that's what I think the gym can do for you. Either you guys watching or for you personally. Like, if you don't have the gym, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you cook food, play sports, like drive cars, like whatever you do for a living, you should have some sort of physical activity. And it's just for your mental health. Like, not everyone wants to be a bodybuilder, but like you should have some sort of physical movement in your life because it's just good. It's good for the brain. It's good for the heart. It's good for the soul. It's just there's nothing bad about the gym. Everything there's something good for everyone when it comes to fitness.
It's inspirational.
You know what I mean? Like that's just what I love, and like I could talk about this all day.
I just realized what like also got me started was this one Asian guy on TikTok that would do ab workouts. And he told you this would get you abs. And that's what I started out with. Before I started doing the actual lifting, I would do the ab workouts.
Dude, the ab workouts on the floor made me like
floor
hate abs. I hate the floor. I can't. I sit there doing bicycle kicks for like 20 minutes straight, doing the floor crunches, the leg raises.
I hated the planks.
Oh, dude.
The planks were so bad.
Longest minute and a half of my life was
were.
sat in there with my arms on the ground, ass in the air, just holding on for dear life.
I was like skinny too, and I had like the skinny abs, you know.
Yeah.
Like I already had the skinny abs, but I wanted to get like built abs, like the lifters and stuff.
The lifter abs, yeah.
But I mean, I don't think that worked.
No, you don't think the ab workouts got you there?
I don't do abs anymore, and I have better abs. So
I've heard that a lot. I heard like dudes who do ab workouts like don't grow their abs, and they'll just like stop hitting abs, and their abs will look amazing. I never understood that.
I also did abs. Like 2 years of my lifting, I did abs like 4 times a week. Like hard. Like, like the weighted machines. Like those. I did all that. But I stopped like this year.
Okay.
And I low-key feel like my abs got worse. Maybe I should start doing that again.
Start doing that again? Yeah.
I think it's like abs are like any other muscle. You do need to train them.
I've heard that a lot, yeah. I definitely, even though it's kind of hard, where I tell myself, yeah, I'm going to start hitting abs every single day just to grow them. I'll do them for like 5 days straight. I'll be like, I don't have enough time today. And then it just stops. No, and the cycle repeats.
You got to treat them like any other muscle, though. You got to do them like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You got to give them a break. And that's what I did.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. But I also wanted to ask, for people who want to start lifting and just haven't gotten that slight push yet to actually start going, what do you think the best way to like get into lifting or get into fitness? Like, what's the first step of the transition?
I mean, you gotta like want to do it for yourself. I mean, I wanted to be bigger. I was like, I had a motivation of wanting to stop being made fun of for being so small. So that's what pushed me to get into the gym.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you don't really have anything that pushes you to go into it, I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like even before you start working out, you have to have a reason. There has to be some goal in mind to start doing something, because you can't just walk into something and expect it all to go well and just expect it all to be done for you. You have to go into whatever you're doing in life, not even just the gym, in life, with a reason.
Yeah.
Like you have to know, you have to read yourself and be like, why am I doing this? What am I trying to achieve? How am I going to achieve it? And vision the end goal. And then you put that all together and you have a lifting career.
Also, you don't get progress for a long time.
Yeah, that's definitely something in the gym, because you can go every day for a week and take a picture on Monday, take a picture on Sunday, look the exact same.
I feel like my first year of lifting, my physique didn't even change. And I went hard, like 4 or 5 times a week. Like, it takes years.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see changes now.
That's how I feel, yeah. I got my gym membership literally the day of my 16th birthday, and I just turned 20. And I think I've seen the most progress in the past 6 months than I have in those whole 4 years.
Yeah. But those first years count, though.
Yeah, they definitely build you up to where you get to, I don't know what exactly you call it, but it's like the starter years. Yeah. Like you start understanding, what failure is, what dieting is, what bulking is. Like you start to understand and all. Then once it all comes full circle, your body picks it up, and that's when all the progress comes. When you get bigger, leaner, look better, you get more confident.
It takes patience.
Yeah, definitely.
The gym takes so much patience. Nice. I mean, you'll get the newbie gains, but when you're skinny, I don't know about if you're fat, but when you're skinny, you get the newbie gains, and you think you look good, but I mean, obviously, I look back at myself and I did not look good.
No, the fat dudes definitely get the newbie gains as well. It's just different. Like, yeah, the skinny
strength.
It's like you just start seeing like the shape come through. So like most fat dudes, right? They got like the double chin, they got the tits, they got the belly, and then like a month goes by, 2 months, and then their figure just starts shaping. Their shoulders get a little rounder. Their lats pull out a little bit. Their waist gets somewhat smaller. Their face changes. With skinny dudes, you got a lean face. You're probably most skinny guys got the sunken chest, like the wide shoulders. I don't know what is with skinny dudes and bad posture for some reason. Like their newbie gains, I feel like everything kind of expands and everything straightens out. You know what I mean? Like I see dudes who are like, say they're 6 foot, like 150 pounds. And then they get up to like 185, 200 pounds, and they're like, their posture changes, like their chest isn't sunken. There's just, they change just slightly. I feel like they get more complete, and fat dudes just kind of like break down, but like in a good way.
I've always had bad posture, like awful posture. I still have bad posture, but it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah. The gym definitely helps, I feel like, because once you learn form and like bracing and everything that comes with proper lifting, your body just adjusts. Like literally for back, every time I roll my shoulders back, I would just stand like that.
Yeah.
And that's just how it just happens over time, and you learn it, and people tell you different things and techniques, and it just kind of all completes your posture. And yeah, it's kind of crazy thinking like, you think 3 years and 4 years, you're like, damn, if you played football for 3 years, basketball, baseball for 3 years, like you can get pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But like 3 years in bodybuilding, dude, we're nowhere near. Like, I mean, I'm sure you talk to dudes. I talk to dudes all the time working at the gym. They're like, yeah, I've been working out for 12 years.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, 12 years ago, I was 6. And this dude was pumping iron, bro. Getting gains. That's kind of crazy. Like, 12 years from now, imagine what we could look like.
They'll be like, you'll be a lot better than me. And
yeah, they're like, yeah, you look good now. Imagine yourself in 10 years. I can't even imagine myself in 6 months, let alone 10 years.
That is like a long ass time away.
Okay, we'll cut this part.
The supplements?
No,
You have to say that part.
It's okay. We'll move on to that. This is we're all cutting this shit. Yeah, we'll talk about supplements.
You skipped over the supplements.
I know. Well, it's kind of hard because I don't want to watch it. I don't want to stare at the computer because I feel like most people memorize what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But okay, we'll kind of lock back in. We'll turn back and lock back in. Play. So, what supplements do you take to attain such a physique?
Okay. So, in the beginning, it was my dad would make me protein shakes, and they had the oats and the banana and peanut butter and protein powder, milk, all that shit. And then later on, I'd say a year and a half in, I hopped on creatine, and I did that. I did the cycles for up until I'd say 4 months ago, and then I stopped taking creatine. I'm not sure why, but I might go back on creatine. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to just research my own everything, but I feel like I don't know. It's probably good, but people have told me it's not good for you. So I stopped taking it for a minute, but
I believe you should, because do you know what creatine actually does?
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of people don't. Because people are like, I hate when people use the term hop on creatine, like it's some sort of super drug. Like it's in steak. If you eat 10 pounds of steak a day, you could do the same thing as a scoop. But no one eats 10 pounds, 20 pounds of steak a day. So basically all it does is once you take it, it basically just holds water into your body. It keeps you more hydrated, more water in your muscles. People think by hearing that oh, am I gonna get bloated? No, it doesn't hold legitimate. You don't have water pouches in you.
Yeah.
That's why I feel a lot of
You also have to drink a lot of water though.
Yeah. So
because it takes water from other places in your body and puts them to the muscles and stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of people think that a lot of people, I don't know why, they hear it and they're like, oh, it makes you bigger. No, it just makes you more hydrated. And if you look more hydrated, you're gonna be bigger, fuller, look healthier. That's where the bigger comes from. You don't gain 10 pounds of muscle just by taking 5 grams, 10 grams of creatine a day. And so I don't like the misinformation that's been put out about it. Because I've been trying to research my supplements, my vitamins, my powders, because I've been through the ringer when it comes to supplements. I tried that Walgreens 6-star shit. It's $20 for this pack. It's called 6-star. It's the most ghetto pre-workout creatine post-workout powders in the market. It's basically C4 but run through the gutter. So I did that. I've tried C4. I had a huge Gorilla Mind phase back in the young LA days, a couple years ago. Yeah, no, Gorilla Mind was just expensive, dude. It's $75 for a tub this big of pre-workout.
Yeah, I did the Booked Up pre-workouts, and then I'm an ambassador for them now. But I did that, I'm still doing the protein shakes. I might start getting back on the creatine.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, nothing. Just protein and creatine,
Yeah.
pre-workout.
Okay. Yeah, definitely supplementation, just like, because it's different for everyone. Like, some people lack certain nutrients, whether it's like the calcium, zinc, like, you can get into like the actual vitamin stuff, but I feel like for the base, everyone should take a multivitamin, some sort of protein powder, pre-workout, mainly just for your workouts, because unless you drink a bunch of energy drinks, then you shouldn't be throwing more caffeine into your body, because there's too much. There's always the too much of everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much multivitamin, protein powder, some sort of pre-workout, and I'd say creatine. Like, those are probably the base four, and then you just build around whatever your body needs.
And some people do tren.
Yeah, no, tren. You know, we'll get into that.
Testosterone.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that later on. But
I know nothing about steroids.
yeah, no, that's we'll definitely get some people on who have some firsthand experience with that.
I mean, I know a lot of people.
yeah, definitely. It's definitely a big thing now for younger people to start hopping on for whatever their reason is.
I feel like there's like 4 people I know that aren't on steroids. Like, and you're one of them.
Yeah. No, I definitely think people just need to be more informed, and we will definitely be putting that on. But,
yeah.
Just to finish it off, I wanted to see if you had anything else to say to my viewers and to your viewers, any pieces of advice to end this off here.
I think you should go to the gym. And, okay, so, like, discipline and motivation, like, you need to have the motivation, or, no, you don't have to have motivation to go to the gym, but at least have discipline. Like, discipline yourself to go to the gym. Because, like, there was a point in time where I wasn't going, and you just have to learn to discipline yourself. Because, like, there will be times when you lose the motivation. I have the motivation right now, but there will be times when you lose the motivation. You just have to really discipline yourself, same way how you would discipline yourself, like, trying to make it to the MLB or something. You have to have discipline and continue and have patience and just keep, like, working hard in the gym, and that's how you'll get somewhere.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You gotta find what you want in life. Just grab it and do everything you can to achieve that. Because if you don't, then why are you trying? There's no point. There's no point in not trying.
Exactly.
All right, my boy. Thank you for coming on. This has been fun. Wait for episode 2.